I have plenty of patience, as long as people do what I say when I say it. Patience, schmations. Can we get on to the point of this video, please? Do you ever struggle with patience? Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to yet another episode of Therapy Thursdays. First and foremost, those who have been sticking with me throughout this journey, I appreciate you, and I hope the videos are blessing you guys and giving you the experience that I've learned, and hopefully you're able to learn it, apply it, use it, and pass it on to others. This is going to be an interesting episode for myself, honestly, because the topic today, I want to talk about patience. And that's really funny because I have a reputation for being notorious at having a lack of patience. I've always been just the guy who wants things here and now and getting annoyed and aggravated when things don't happen when I wanted them to. So that's really funny for me to be actually talking about this topic because for so long, I've struggled with patience and getting irritable and just wanting things now, and on my timing and the way I want things. And the reason I'm able to do this episode today is because I'm no longer that person. And not 100%. I'm still learning. I can still get much more patience myself. But I love using percentages, even if they're random. But I want to say I'm a good 75% or more change from where I used to be. So I want to talk a little bit about that experience and why I think I've come here. Again, this isn't the end-all solution. It's not like the world is going to watch this one video and everybody in the world will have unlimited patience. But I just wanted to share my experience, man. And I want to say that I think the thing that helped me the most, and it's funny too, because it's not like one night it just switched off and all of a sudden, hey, I have patience. It creeped up on me and snuck up on me to the point where I started realizing like, hey, things don't bother me as much anymore, and I'm able to be a little more patient in certain situations and scenarios that before I wouldn't be able to handle. I would quit. A prime example for me was traffic, driving in traffic. Sometimes traffic just doesn't make sense. Like we're all moving in the same direction. If there are no accidents, why are we slowing down? And I'm from Chicago, so it's to the point where when traffic's bad, you're sitting in your car. Your car's not even moving, and that blows my mind. So really what helped me get more patience, if you want to say that, was logic. Throughout therapy, I was able to use more of my brain and become a more logical person and keep my emotions in check. So my logic tends to take over more often than not. Again, I'm human and I'm not perfect. I am imperfect at all times. But like a muscle, you practice it, you strengthen it, and you get better. So I think as I became more of a logical person and I understand a situation from a logical perspective, I think patience is a natural byproduct of understanding. That's a great statement. Patience is a natural byproduct of understanding. So when you understand a situation, you're not in a rush to get it over with, especially if you understand that certain situations take time, take longer than you initially thought. So things with like traffic, like logically, I still don't understand the logic behind traffic. I'm sure there's a logical explanation. But logically, I started understanding my reaction to the situation. So I was like, okay, cool. You're sitting in traffic. You can get annoyed. You can get upset. Your blood pressure can start raising. You can get mad and cursing at people and flipping people off and possibly get into a car accident. For what? What's the purpose behind that? What's the end game and the goal of getting upset at traffic? It doesn't make the traffic move any faster. I don't get to my destination any faster. If anything, everything that were to come about me losing patience in that situation is negative. My blood pressure goes up. I get annoyed. I get mad. I could potentially get into a car accident. It's all negative stuff. So my logical understanding of the situation has honestly been coupled with learning what I can and can't control. And that's an interesting topic, because if you can't control something, you have to understand that you can't control something. Once you understand it and accept it, then the responsibility is off your shoulders. So when it came to traffic, I was like, yo, I can't control this traffic. I can't make it any worse. So I might as well just get through it. And once I started understanding that concept and becoming more logical, not so much about the situation itself, but more logical about my reactions to situations, and understanding that, okay, I'm going to get pissed off right now and nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to gain anything from it. So you know what? Might as well not get mad. Might as well just accept it. Hey, I'm in traffic right now. I'm going to get to my destination eventually. Me getting mad about it isn't going to move things any faster, so I might as well accept it. So I think I've garnered more patience because I've come to accept and understand things more. And when you understand them, then you're able to accept it. So like I think the message I want to try to get across is definitely be more logical. We got to use our brains definitely more often than our emotions. Emotions are still alive and well, and they're great and should be used. But when we're logical and we understand a situation, we understand our reactions to things. Are they good? Are they bad? When we start putting that into practice, we get better. We understand the situation. We become more logical, and we end up getting more patience throughout that process. So like when things bother me now, like I try my best to assess the situation and understand, like, why is this not going the way I want it to go? You know what I mean? Like, let's say weight loss, something I've struggled with my entire life. It's a process, and it takes hard work and effort and watching your diet and hitting the gym. So I have to understand that those steps have to take place in order for me to properly lose the weight I want to lose. So if those steps aren't taking place, why am I going to get mad? Why am I going to be upset like, oh, what's wrong with me? Why am I overweight? I know why I'm overweight. So I can't be mad because I'm not putting in the steps and putting in the work to get there. So just the understanding of a situation can bring peace, calm your mind, and at the end give you more patience. Understanding just goes a long way. Even if you're dealing with somebody, let's say you have an annoying person at work that just annoys the heck out of you, but you all of a sudden get to know them, you find out their story, and you find out they're having domestic issues at home. They're not getting along with their husband or their wife or their spouse. Their kids are being disobedient, or there's X amount of explanations. And all of a sudden, you start understanding, man, that's why this person is an a-hole to me. That's why this person is annoying, or I don't like working with this person, because their situation going on at home, they bring that stress and pain to the workplace. So the situation itself didn't change, but your understanding of the situation did. And now, man, you know what? I understand why this person is going through what they're going through. So I'm going to have a little more patience with them. And it's not a decision. It's not to say I'm going to have more patience and all of a sudden, voila, patience arrives. The patience fairy comes and sprinkles fairy dust on top of you, and all of a sudden you have patience. Like, it's a natural byproduct of understanding. So when you understand a situation, you're more patient, you're more understanding, you're more lenient with people and situations, and it honestly reduces stress and therefore increases peace. And I know all of us want peace. So when we understand situations and approach them logically, we have more patience, we have more peace, and generally a greater life. So that's it. I just wanted to instill that lesson, man, that be more logical. Try to understand situations, number one. And then number two, understand your reaction to situations. Is your reaction going to be beneficial? If not, you just need to let it go, because you want the best for yourself. You want positive vibes, positive mindset, positive interactions, peaceful outcomes. And that comes about by having patience, and patience comes about being logical and understanding. Again, I'm not expecting you to be perfect. None of us are, but those steps will help to increase patience in your life. And honestly, it'll happen without you even realizing it. All of a sudden, some situations that you went through before, you're going through now, and all of a sudden, wow, these things don't bother me the way they used to. Or I'm a lot more lenient and I have a lot more patience for these types of scenarios, these types of people. It'll happen without you even realizing it. So let's focus more on being understanding, more on being logical than just reacting in the moment, and you'll see patience increase. I promise you. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, please follow me on all my social media channels. Please sign up for my mailing list on my website, which is sharethepositivity.com. Please like this video, comment on the video, share the video. Let's get Therapy Thursdays out there, because this is for everyone, and I want to share good, positive vibes with the world. All right. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.